Okay, so as you can see, I um, upgraded my system because the seedlings were getting bigger and too big to keep in my room. So I made this little hydroponic contraption on the other side of my wall. It's pretty small. Didn't cost a lot. I mean, I think the lights themselves were like $30 a piece. They are specifically made for indoor seed starting growing on tabletops. So I got two of them because I have a lot of seeds. And I still had to double up on some of these because I don't have the room for all of them. So this is basically what it's looking like so far. And each net pot is the rock wool that I started them out in my room. And then I put I cut them up into the little inch things, and then down in there is my hydroponic water with, fertilization. As you can see, the roots are starting to sprout out, and they're supposed to touch the water so they can collect their water and nutrients as they grow without the use of dirt. And these little pebbles are what they call clay pellets, specifically for hydroponic systems because they don't dirty the water and they keep moisture into the pellets. And they also, I think, if you're doing the other system, which uses the fish waste, it also collects the good bacteria in them that helps feed the plants. So that is basically used as the fertilizer. Now, in doing this process, I mixed up all of these seeds, so I don't know what is what. This is going to become a small problem. I'll have to wait till they get bigger in order for me to figure out what is what. Now, I know these are like my cantaloupe and watermelon seeds up front because those were the last ones to sprout, and this one right here actually still has the little seed pod on it that's trying to peek out of there. But right now all it is these two tubs that I got off eBay. They're like $5 or $6 a piece. I got 6 tubs. The styrofoam, you get like several feet of styrofoam from Home Depot, and each little case has like 6 slabs in it, 6 or 8 slabs in it, and they're only like $8 for each one of those. This I got from my mother. She likes to buy food and stuff online, and this was packaged in the meat to keep the meat cold, and it's insulation stuff. And this is good use for reflecting light and for insulating the seedlings while it's still kind of cool down in this basement. Eventually I'll probably try to find one of these heaters I have around here to, just at least make this area a little bit more warmer. The water temperature right now is like at 78 degrees, and that's only because I filled it up with warm water because I needed to be able to melt the fertilizer and stuff, the nutrients into the water faster. So, and that will also keep these seedlings a little bit warmer. Now, these things right here are air pumps. They're actually solar powered, but the batteries also can be recharged. just by hooking it up to a computer or something like that. It'll charge the batteries, the internal batteries, and once the batteries go dead, then the solar power is supposed to kick in. So you don't really need any real electricity to power these small itty bitty air pumps, and that keeps air circulating inside the water. You probably won't be able to see down in there, but there's little bubbles, floating around in there. It's just like how the air would be circulating in an aquarium, where you have to have the water bubbles to keep air inside, or oxygen inside the water. And this is the same thing, basically, but it's just for the plants instead of fish. And you don't have to do that, but it helps for the roots to get oxygen more if you do so. It's not necessary though, because I have seen that you don't need it as long as you have enough nutrients in there and the plants can get the access to the water as the roots grow down into it. Then you really don't need the oxygen. But I'm trying to grow these a little faster because spring is coming up, sooner, and I want to be able to get these things out into my garden as soon as the late frost or the last frost is over, and I want to get them out there. I will be starting my greenhouse sometime probably later on this month, because it's supposed to, from what the weather says, not supposed to get colder than 40 degrees, and I'm thinking the worst of the winter is over with, so I should be able to go ahead and start building my greenhouse before the spring too. This is all the stuff that I had bought online in order to do this project. Those are the clay pellets. That's for my aquaponics system with the fish pond out there, and then also building a goldfish pond too, so I'll be using that. It's just a lot of items in here, and I will show you what these are as I start to use them. Yeah, spray paint, so I can spray paint my buckets so they don't all look the same. You need some color and some pop in your garden, so I don't want all the buckets to look like industrial buckets. I want them to look pretty nice, so I'm going to spray paint them on the outside so that they can blend into what I'm trying to do back there as far as my color scheme. So this is where I'm at now in this process. I will update you again when I get further along. See ya.